so cute. Good morning and welcome back to another vlog. Is there anybody else who does not know how to enjoy drinks? Because if I make a drink or have a drink that I enjoy, I will drink it within 30 seconds. I don't know how people can like savor one single drink for hours. So excited to be vlogging today because I have so much to update you guys on. I kind of just wanted this vlog to be a little catch-up sesh, so come throughout the day with me and let's just catch up together type thing. So I didn't really start off this morning on the best note. I was supposed to go to the gym and I woke up at 6:30, my alarm went off and I had the worst headache and I just knew I could not do it. I went back to bed. And does this happen to anybody else? When you wake up, you go back to sleep, but you go straight into the most intense, most like crazy dream ever. Woke up literally 45 minutes later, but within those 45 minutes, it felt like I lived 36 lifetimes. So I woke up not with a headache anymore, which was great, but so much anxiety because the dream that I had was just insane. Anyways, I had my coffee, I'm good. I actually am feeling quite energized. Because I didn't get to go to the gym this morning, I decided I'm gonna go for a run. And a little run update, I ran my 10K. I started my running journey on my vlog back in February. I went from not being able to run at all to be able to run a 10K. I think it was a month ago now. It was like mid-May. I went to Halifax to visit my sister and we ran the Blue Nose. She ran the half marathon. I ran the 10K and it went so well and it was so much fun. Since the run though, I actually haven't been able to run that much. I ended up injuring myself very slightly, maybe like 2 weeks after the run. I started getting really terrible pain in my, is it called the sciatic nerve? Like the nerve that runs from like your butt down your leg. There were a couple days where I honestly couldn't even walk and I was going to physio, I was going to like stretch therapy, trying to relieve it. It finally got rid of it, which was great. Another big news, I also turned 30 on the 13th and had an amazing party. It was so much fun. I wore the highest heels though. Like the heels were 5 inches. I don't remember the last time I put on a pair of 5-inch heels. I lasted the whole night in them though. They were super comfortable, but they totally effed up my knees. Because I woke up the next morning as a fresh 30-year-old with knees that just popped every single time I bent them, which I just find to be so ironic and a little bit funny, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, again, I went to physio. Apparently my tendon in my knee is like really, really tight. I think it had to do with the heels. So I had to take a little bit more time off of running again. All of that to say. I really, really, really don't want to lose momentum though with running because I am hopefully, fingers crossed, going to sign up and run a half marathon in September. This nerve pain, knee pain, ankle pain, all the pains that I'm now experiencing now that I'm a runner, they can't happen because I need to train. I just need to be sure that I'm taking care of my body so that I don't get, you know, all messed up. So yesterday I went for a really short 2-kilometer run just to kind of get things warmed up. Today I think I'm gonna do the same, just maybe like a 3-kilometer run, nothing crazy at all. Running is so hard on the body and it is so easy to get injured, and I highly recommend that if you do start running to take your stretching so seriously. Like I know stretching is boring and it's not something that really anybody likes to do, but it's so necessary. Don't skip your stretching. The other day, I actually picked up some running gear. It was a birthday present from some people in my family, which was so nice. And I'm so excited about it. Let me give you a little fashion show. Got a new running vest. The other running vest that I was using was actually my boyfriend's. We were basically sharing it, which wasn't ideal because when we went running together, we would fight over the running vest. So I decided to finally get my own. I never know how to say this brand name. Salomon. It's really, really lightweight. I used it for the first time yesterday. I did like it. My only concern is I felt like it was rubbing my neck in a bit of an annoying way over here. This vest makes me look way faster and way more professional than I actually am. I'm a little bit worried. I feel like the vest I got is maybe a little bit big. Should I have gotten a small? I also got new running sunglasses. I find, generally speaking, a lot of running glasses to be quite unappealing. I just don't really love the way that they look on me. This was the first pair that I tried on and I was like, you know what? These I can do. They're actually pretty cool. They're from Oakley. They are so lightweight. You literally do not even feel them. Never thought running sunglasses were a necessity, and they're definitely not a necessity. But every time I would wear my normal sunglasses, they would basically just fall off my face the entire time. And I'm wearing a Lululemon sports bra, Aritzia shorts, my on cloud eclipses. They kind of match my vest. Other run necessities, my Garmin AirPods. I'm going to stretch. I'm not gonna make that mistake. And then I'm gonna head out. Annoying realization, my vest is too big. I need to size down. I got a medium. I should have gotten a small. It doesn't fit right. Like, it's not supposed to fully close, I don't think. It's supposed to have like tension where the pulls are, which is why the vest is like riding up my back and it was uncomfortable. Called them, they said they'll take it back, which is great, even though I used it. And I'm gonna get a size small. Gus is currently yelling at me because he wants to go for his second walk of the day. I already took him for a walk this morning. What is it, Gussie? He demands to go for walks multiple times a day. And I take him for sometimes 2, even 3 walks a day. And it's still never enough. I already took him for a walk this morning for like 20 minutes. He just absolutely loves being outside, obviously because he's a cat. Gussie, not right now. Maybe later, okay? Maybe later. I know, you sound so sad. You don't have such a hard life, I promise. Teaching your cat how to walk on a leash and go outside, I mean, do it. It's amazing for them. It's amazing for them to get some like outside stimulation, to, you know, explore the outdoors safely with you. But just know that this is gonna be your life. They're yelling at you to go outside. Anyways, run was nice. Let's see what my stats are. So I did 3.24 kilometers and an average pace of 7:38, 25 minutes of running. So short, a little bit slow, but honestly perfect. Like, I felt good the whole way through. I really do not want to push myself. It was a gorgeous day to run though. Not too hot. It's beautifully sunny. It was lovely. Now it's time to take a shower. I'm on like my day 4 hair and I need to refresh my curls. So perfect opportunity for me to show you my curl routine that I've been doing, that I've been obsessed with lately. Oh my God. I just took out my Orbe gel to use in my hair and I'm like, oh, it's empty. That's so weird. And I just realized that it was open and it went all over my drawer. Oh no. Okay, we gotta clean this up. Honestly, I needed to clean this drawer anyway, but this is not how I wanted to do it. But now I'm just upset that I have no more gel. Like, there's nothing left in here, and this is like my key product. To the Sephora app I go. We're gonna have to order some more and I'll use something else because I definitely have other products. So as most of you probably know by now, half of this hair is not mine. I am wearing K-tip hair extensions that are naturally curly. So they are curly just like my natural hair, but not quite as curly. So because the texture is slightly different, the way that I've been styling my hair has been very specific to make sure that the curls do blend really nicely together. It definitely took a second for me to figure out exactly what routine does work best with the extensions, but I really feel like I've nailed it down. And the key really is to make sure that my natural hair doesn't get super voluminous. I like to put in 2 different types of product, a cream and a gel. So there's 2 creams that I've been loving. This is the Bondi Boost Curl Boss Styling Cream. And then this is a newer one that I've been testing out. I use this about 2 or 3 times already and I really like it. It's the Aveda Be Curly Advanced Curl Enhancer Cream. They both pretty much do the same thing. They add hydration, they add some good definition to the curls. So I think today I'm actually gonna use the Aveda one. Oh, I wanted to brush my hair first, but now I have styling cream in the palm of my hand. Not normally how I like to do things, but it's fine. We can still make it work. I'm just gonna hold the styling cream like this, and I'm using this tangle teaser to brush on my hair because this is like a tangle teaser and the bristles are very flexible and come to a really fine point. They won't pull at the extension. So now my hair's brushed out. I'm gonna split it down the middle. I'm gonna take about this much for one side of my hair, and I'm applying it in a prayer motion. So putting my 2 hands together and just running it down the lengths of my hair. Now let's do the other side. Okay, the gel that I have been using lately is obviously the gel that went all over my drawer that is now completely empty. The Orbe Curl Gloss Hydration and Hold. I love this gel so much. It gives the perfect amount of hold where it really defines my curls, but it doesn't make them crunchy. I also really like the Verb Curl Foaming Gel, and then the Amika Curl Corp Enhancing Gel. This is like my OG favorite. It's the first gel that I ever fell in love with. The foaming gel is really nice because it's quite lightweight. I think I'm gonna use this today. I'm really focusing the gel on the top layer of my hair. I really wanna almost slick it down. So now I'm gonna diffuse my hair. I kinda just keep my head straight and then just hover the diffuser all around my hair. I don't flip my hair to the side. I don't flip it upside down. I really want it to dry pretty flat and controlled. And then once things are maybe like 70 to 80% dry, then I'll start going at the ends and just kind of spring it up to make the extensions a little bit curlier, which helps a lot. While it kind of sits and dries, I do like to take these little hair clips. These are also really key if you have curly hair. And I like to clip the front up like this. And this will just give my front piece like just a little bit of a lift. Otherwise, it's just gonna be flat on my forehead and that's just not cute. So this will help just allow it to dry a little bit more voluminous just right on those two pieces. Let's pop on some makeup. And I have a little story time for you. So I have some very exciting news. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen it all, but I've not yet spoken about it on YouTube. Whenever somebody asks me who my dream brand is to collab with, there's a couple brands that come to mind, but one of the very first that comes right to the very top is Mallow the brand. So in 2021, I discovered Mallow the brand. I believe the first time I sniffed a Mallow the brand candle was when another brand sent one of their candles in a PR box. And then we have this candle from this company called Mallow the brand. I'm so excited that I've now discovered this brand. I'm so in love with these candles. I'm on their website right now. I'm gonna buy some more. I discovered my favorite candles I've ever smelled in my life this summer, and I'm not mad about it. The brand is called Mallow the brand. These candles right over here from Mallow the brand are probably the best candles I have ever gotten my hands on. Cereal is probably one of the most delicious candles that has ever existed. And I spoke about Mallow the brand over and over and over again on my channel. You would know this if you've been following along since 2021. One of my favorite candles of theirs is Cereal. I think this is also probably their most popular for a really good reason, because it is the most delicious, nostalgic, yummy, incredible candle. It smells like Fruit Loops, but in a really beautiful, mature way. So rewind to January of 2023, so the new year of 2023. I wrote in my journal as my #1 goal that I wanted to collaborate with Mallow the brand at some point in the near future. And then in February of 2024, I got that email. It said something along the lines of, "Hey Jamie, we know you've been a fan of Mallow the brand for a really long time. We wanted to know if you wanted to create a candle with us for the summertime." I think I threw my phone across the room. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I called every single person that I knew. It felt like in that moment, all of my dreams were coming true. It sounds so dramatic, but like it really has been such a huge dream of mine, and I was just so excited at the prospect of making a candle with my favorite candle brand. So I responded right away, and I remember writing, "Not gonna lie, I've been manifesting an email like this for years." And from there, we started on our collaboration. So they asked me to start thinking about the type of candle that I wanted to create. And I knew right away that I wanted to do something special, because at this point, I feel like every candle out there exists. So I wanted the concept to be something interesting and fun and special to me. And I was thinking, okay, what is something that I love? Gus. So just to rewind a little bit, a couple months before that, I uploaded a TikTok that actually went kind of viral, where I spoke about how good cats smell. Now, if you have a cat, you understand what I'm saying. They smell like sunshine, rainbows, and laundry. Like, I don't know how else to put it. They smell so good. I basically like huff my cat every single day. Like, I will just take my face and plant it into Gus's fur and just breathe so deeply multiple times a day because he smells that good. So in that TikTok, I was talking about how good cats smell. And when I tell you, I got not just like a couple, but hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments from other cat owners, basically, you know, agreeing with me, saying that their cat also smells like cookies and rainbows, and that they smell like blueberry muffins, and that they smell like laundry, and that they smell like sunshine and grass and all the beautiful, most gorgeous things. And a light bulb went off in my head. There are a lot of cat lovers out there, and I think there's a lot of people out there who would really appreciate a candle inspired by the way a cat smells. So when I thought of this idea, I was so deeply excited about it. I really didn't know if Mallow would be on board, because obviously it's a bit of an unusual idea. It's not something they've ever done before. I booked a call with them, and I created a whole presentation presenting why I felt like this cat smelling candle would be the best idea ever. And they didn't even blink. They were like, "Oh, this is amazing. We are absolutely going to do this." They were so on board so quickly, and I was so happy that they were so on board, because I was so ready for them to be like, maybe not. We got to planning. I told them exactly what I wanted the candle to smell like, because if there's one thing that I know what my cat smells like. He smells like a mix of my everyday perfume, which is a mix of vanilla and rose. This combination of perfumes, the Rose 31 from Le Labo, which is very rose forward, but rose in a very fresh and subtle way. It's not powdery, it's not super intense. It's just a really nice fresh scent. And then the vanilla musk perfume from Namat. I always mix these two together. This is like one of my go-to scent combinations. I've spoken about this a million times. And whenever I wear this scent combination, it rubs off on Gus and he starts to smell, I guess, kind of like me. But the rose of vanilla also mix in with his scent. And he also smells like laundry because Gus obviously lies around the house and all of my freshly cleaned things. So that scent also rubs off on him. And then he just has this special like musk and je ne sais quoi that adds on top of that. So I told Mala that I wanted the candle to have the rose, vanilla, some type of laundry fresh scent, and then a muskier scent as well. They sent me about 10 samples, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks later, and I got to sniffing. I thought it would be really difficult to narrow down all the scents, but it was actually quite easy because I had a very specific idea of what I wanted the candle to smell like in my mind. I want it to be very soft, very subtle. I didn't want it to be overpowering, and I didn't want any of the notes to really stand out on top of each other. So when I smelt sample number 3, I kind of knew right away that that was going to be it. They tried a couple different variations of that clean note. They tried notes like ozone, which is that like true laundry scent. They tried different types of florals. They put in patchouli. Sample number 3 had lemon, and I really loved the lemon paired with the rose and the vanilla. It freshened it up a little bit, but it wasn't overpowering. I really didn't want it to have like an overpowering clean scent. I just want it to be nice and soft. Like I said, I wanted everything to just be soft and subtle. So sample number 3 was my favorite. We did a couple other variations of sample number 3 just to make sure that it was absolutely perfect. And the one that we landed on in the end was the original sample number 3. After we landed on the scent, then it was time to do everything else, figure out all the other details. So as most of you probably know, I have a stationery shop called Jamie Paige Doodles, and something that we wanted to do was to incorporate Jamie Paige Doodles in some way in the collab, and we decided to include a sticker designed by me, inspired by the candle in the collab, to be included in every single order. I basically found a picture of Gus sleeping that I absolutely loved. He looked so cute in it, and I made a cartoon version of that, and I added a little stack of books, a little vase of roses, and I even made a little cartoon version of the candle itself. So that's a really fun, really personal touch that I got to include in collab. I love that Jamie Paige Doodles got to be kind of involved, because it just makes it like a really all around very Jamie collab. Another little detail on the candle is the label itself. I chose a very specific type of blue to match Gus's eye color. So you may be wondering, this all sounds great, what is the name of the candle? It is called Catnap. I thought that this would be the hardest part, trying to figure out a name for this candle, but it actually came to me so easily. I wanted a name that was obviously very cat focused, but that also evoked a very specific feeling. I wanted it to feel cozy. I wanted it to also speak to people who aren't necessarily like as cat obsessed as I am. And I thought Catnap was the perfect name to evoke a I just took a 3 p.m. nap on a warm summer day feeling. Are you ready? Here is Catnap. I really wish you guys could sniff this through the screen. It's just one of those candles that when you smell it, it just makes you go, it feels relaxing, it feels cozy. It's like perfectly warm, perfectly floral. It's just perfect, and it literally smells like Gus. I've had people come over the last couple of months and ask them to smell it, and they're like, oh my God, yes, I totally get the essence of Gus in this candle. Like, it really does smell like him. The day that I'm uploading this video, the candle is now available, so you can shop it if you want to. I will have it linked down below, of course. I hope that if you do decide to pick this up, that you absolutely love it, and that your whole house smells like Gus. And then it gives you that nice, cozy, warm, like summertime feeling. I'm telling you guys, like, this is gonna be your new go-to candle. If you like any of the fragrances that I've recommended over the years, yeah, you will love this. The last couple days have been kind of a whirlwind. Yesterday, I announced the candle itself on Instagram, and it was such a beautiful, overwhelming response from everybody. Like, people seem to really, really love the idea, and it made me so happy because there's been such a build up to this moment, and I was honestly so nervous. I've been working really, really hard on everything, all of the content that I also made around this candle, I've been very proud of. If you want to see them, you should check it out on Instagram. I actually also organized an entire photo shoot to get some really funny photos for the shoot, which I'll be uploading. I guess by the time this is up, they've already been up. I'll put the pictures up here so you guys can see. I was really inspired by the 80s glamour shots. You know, those like really cheesy shots that are a little bit hazy, that are really over the top. I really wanted to have like an 80s glamour shot of Gus and I. I wanted him to be wearing his sweater, and I wanted it to just be like a really cheesy moment with me, Gus, and the candle. And they are so funny. They're such weird photos, but honestly, I just love it so much. I just wanted something like really fun and silly because this is definitely a collab that doesn't take itself too seriously. That whole photo shoot was really fun. I didn't take any vlog footage, but I do have some behind the scenes stuff that I'll be posting on Instagram at some point. So again, if you're not following me on Instagram or TikTok, you absolutely should, because I post, I'm not gonna just do my own horror, but I post good content over there. So definitely check it out if you want to stay updated. Yesterday, I also had a little bit of a moment. Now we're gonna get a little bit deep and personal. I just turned 30 on the 13th, and there's something about turning 30 that really freaked me out. I have never cared about aging. There was something about turning 30 that like really shook me up. And I had this overwhelming feeling of wanting to figure out, what is my purpose? What's my next step? Now that I'm 30, like, okay, now I need to focus on this next stage of my life, and like, what does that look like? And I was so overwhelmed by that whole idea and the whole prospect of like this brand new decade. It's something that has been really like weighing on me over the last couple of weeks. And there's always a part of me that never fully appreciates where I am in the moment. Like, I'm always so worried about the future and what's to come, and it's really hard for me to stay in the present. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this feeling. When I have these big moments, I sometimes don't really appreciate them as much as I really should. Yesterday was such a whirlwind. I was trying to get all my content out, and I was feeling like really grateful and really excited, but I also didn't really feel like I was truly in the moment. And when I was talking to somebody later that evening, I was telling him all these feelings that I've been having, and I was talking about how now that I'm 30, I feel like I need to discover this new purpose in my life, and I'm overwhelmed and I don't know what to do, and I was getting really emotional and really anxious. And he said, Jamie, I need you to take a step back for a second. You just launched a candle collab today, did you not? And I said, yes. And he said, how long have you wanted this candle collab? 3-4 years. So I need you to stop thinking 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead, and think for a second about the Jamie from 4 years ago who would be so proud of you for accomplishing what you've accomplished today, because you from 4 years ago was dreaming of this moment. And now you're letting that moment slip away because you're so focused on 5 years from now. You need to like live in this moment, enjoy it, appreciate all that you've accomplished and all of your hard work. And I think that's something that I struggle with a lot. I put my heart and soul into really everything that I do, so much so that it wears me down quite a bit. And because I'm so worn down, it almost feels like I don't have the energy to like fully appreciate the fruits of my labor. And I think that's something going into my 30s that I really want to change. And I really want to be sure that when I accomplish things like this gorgeous candle collab, that I am soaking in every moment, and I'm not just checking things off a to-do list and thinking 17 steps ahead, and really just like looking at what I actually accomplished. Not to get so deep on you guys, I really didn't expect I would do that, but it's just something that's really been top of mind. So yeah, 30, flirty, and thriving, and I got a new candle to share with you guys. It's criminal that I don't have Gus here to show this with you, but he's snoozing right now. He's having a cat nap and I don't want to bother him. So I hope you enjoy every element of this collab. It's really, really, really special to me. Okay, should we finish off my hair? My hair right now is pretty much about like 98% dry. It also feels a little bit crunchy, which is good. That means that the frizz is being contained. Now what I like to do is I like to take out these little clips over here, and I'm gonna get an oil. There are lots of oils that I enjoy using. This is the Kerastase Split End Serum. Put it throughout my entire hand and then scrunch it in the hair. And this is also gonna help break up the gel cast. I gotta get to work. let's go to the office. There is actually a lot of new stuff happening at Jamie Paige Doodles. I've launched so many new collections over the last little bit, and they're all so cute and so fun, if I say so myself. A couple weeks ago now, I launched a brand new collection, and it's probably one of my favorite collections I've launched to date. I launched new doodle pads, which are my notepads. If you've watched some of my other vlogs and you've seen me work with the letterpress studio, Cow Goes Moo here in Montreal, they do a lot of my bookmarks. They were the ones who printed my emotional support bookmarks, and they are just such an amazing creative team, and we've worked so much together. About 5 months ago, we decided that we would try doing a notepad because I really wanted to upgrade and give like a more luxe feel to my existing notepads. So I made 3 gorgeous notepads with them. We've got List Girl, More of What You Love, and Today. This is List Girl. This is actually sold out at the moment. I don't know if we're gonna be restocking. If we do restock, I'll probably change up the colorway. Let me know what color you would wanna see. So these covers are all custom made by Cow Goes Moo, and then List Girl over here is pressed into the paper with holographic foil, and then the actual paper on the inside is this beautiful like creamy off-white color. You have all these check boxes to make all of your lists. And then we have Today, which is like a light greeny teal cover, and then Today is a bright teal foil. This is also how they arrived to you. They come with this little belly band just to keep them nice and contained, and it's just a cute little detail. You have 3 quadrants: must do, tomorrow, and everything else. So this is basically like the perfect daily notepad just to jot down everything that you have to do for the day, brain dump all of the things so that you can know what's happening for today! Exclamation point, exclamation point. I don't like to pick favorites because they are all my children, but Today is my personal favorite. And then the last one is More of What You Love. I really wanted to make more of like a neutral notepad. So this is a beautiful tan cardstock, and then More of What You Love is in like a bronzy gold foil. And on the inside, it's just dotted. So you can do whatever you want in this one. I'm just so proud of these, and it's really so cool to see how my stationery shop has evolved over the last couple of years. I think I'm on my 3rd year of doing this. I keep forgetting if I'm on my 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. I think it's the 3rd. I love the fact that like I can do whatever I want in this shop. Like I can make literally whatever my little mind decides. I also did make new stickers. So to give a little bit of a backstory, I love pickles so much. Like I will go through a jar of pickles twice a week, and then I decided I wanted to make a pickle girl sticker because I know so many other people are also pickle girls. And then I was thinking, okay, what other things am I? I am also an olive girl. So I made, of course, an olive girl sticker. This one is one of my favorites, so freaking cute. I am also a plant girl. This is actually the #2 bestseller in this collection. The #1 bestseller is the pickle girl. Of course, I had to do this. If you know, you know. Tomato girl. Soup girl, also very, very popular. This one is so cute. I wanted to draw it like the soup girl letters were like the alphabet soup letters, you know? Brunch girl. Love me my brunch. Art girl, also very important to make. And then this one is actually not really part of the collection. I just drew it up one day and really loved it, so I figured I would just pop it in there. And it's a sunny side up egg that says sunny side up. But this is what I'm talking about, you know, like I can just be eating pickles one day and be like, I want to make a pickle girl sticker, and then I do it. It's amazing. There's a couple things that I need to do for doodles today. I need to pack a couple of the orders, and then I also need to work on a new product that I'm launching. I need to send Cow Goes Moo actually a file that they've been waiting for a very long time that I haven't had a chance to finish. So I need to do that as well. And I also need to order some stock. I am running very low on packaging supplies. All right, let's pack some orders. This order's for Ryan. Bad Bitches Cry 2. Alien BFFs. One more Page single sticker. Plant Girl. Sagittarius. Cherry Babes. Pickle Girl. An Autumn Morning Routine. That's a sticker sheet. I haven't made a new sticker sheet in a while. I feel like I need to do that. All right, next order is for Steffi, and she got my discounted plant lover tote. Long story short, I found that bag filled with these totes in my storage that I honestly completely forgot that I had. These plant lover totes were from the very first tote collection that I ever dropped, and my manufacturer misprinted like 60 totes. So I had all these totes where the designs were completely off center. The tote itself was fine, it's just like the design wasn't perfect. And I remember when it happened, I was freaking out and I was so upset. And I never put them on sale because I would never sell something that wasn't perfect. But I decided that instead of these going to waste, I would just heavily discount them because it's really not even that bad. Like, I don't even think you can tell that the design isn't completely centered, but because it's not, I've made it 50% off. So they're $15 and they're already 3/4 gone. So I'm really happy that they are going to be getting some new homes. So Steffi got the Plant Lover tote, Plant Lover bookmark, which looks like this. I have a lot of plant themed stuff in my shop.
3 hours later.
I often feel like there's not enough hours in the day. I've been sitting at my desk just editing for the last couple of hours. I need to pick up a couple things for dinner. My least favorite thing to do, honestly, is making dinner, but I do make it a big priority to do it on most nights. I have some chicken at home, but I have no sides. So I need to go to the grocery store, go to the market or something, and pick up some veg. Dinner was fabulous. One of my go-to things to do is to just go on Pinterest and search chicken thighs, for example, and just choose a recipe. And it almost always turns out really, really good. I wanted to show you my new and improved vest. I did go to the running store. I didn't vlog it or anything, but I just exchanged for a smaller size. So the vest that I had before was a medium. This is a small. This is also a slightly different version than the other one that I had. It has some zip pockets, which I actually prefer. So this ended up working out really nicely, but let me show you what it looks like on top of my dress. When I first put it on, I was like, oh no, this is too small, but it's actually not. You just gotta fit it. You could tighten it. See? Fits perfectly. Doesn't bounce around. It's perfect. Now 7:20, it is the end of the day. I'm gonna go take off my makeup, take a shower, and spend some time with Gus and my boyfriend. Say bye, Gussie.
Bye, Gussie.
Bye.